Hello, my people. Welcome once again to another edition of the Nice Man Agro Academy. And before I start this video, I just want to be sharing with you a little experience I've encountered in my years being in the agro sector. A few years ago, I think that was 2022, when I was still a Johnny in the agro sector. What I mean by Johnny is Johnny just come. So I was still a newcomer in the agro sector. And there was a scenario where tomato fruit were already ripening and ready for harvest. And I really didn't know what market scouting or searching for buyers was all about. So what I did was I had to call a farmer friend who has been in the sector for a long time, and I asked him to give me a buyer that would just come get everything, maybe at a considerate amount of money. And so he sent me a number of a person who happens to be an off-taker in the state that buys in large quantity. And so the person gave me hope that he was coming to buy everything from the farm. So I didn't really have the luxury of time and also strength to go about searching for buyers. And so we had that day, we had about 5 crates. And so that was a very good harvest for us since we are already getting started. And it seems like all the effort we're now turning into testimony. So you know what happened? After harvesting since 8 o'clock in the morning, so we waited for this guy. He kept on telling us, he's coming. And at the point, he told us his car broke down, giving us all flimsy excuses and stories like that. So at the end of the day, to cut the long story short, he showed up. What time did he show up? He showed up at about 7:30 in the evening. And so we were already exhausted and almost giving up. And so when he showed up, he was now underpricing my tomato. Okay, earlier that day we had to make a market survey and we realized a crate of tomato in the farm was about 28,000. So in our mindset, we took the calculation for about 25,000. Worst come to worst scenario, we should be going home with about 125,000. And when he got to the farm, he started complaining that our tomato wasn't even Cobra 26F1, that the shelf life wasn't okay, that the fruit firmness wasn't perfect, and that our tomato was watering and bringing out watery, stuff like that. And that was true. We were not planting Cobra 26F1, we were planting Platinum F1, and he told us that the market value for Platinum is always very slim in our states. And at the end of the day, it was pricing us 15,000 naira. So I realized that I didn't mean we had other options. We went about scouting for market. We would have still ended up selling our tomato at 28,000. And since then, I told myself that if you are not coming to the farm to get it now, then you forget about it. You cannot keep me hours waiting for you, and at the end of the day, you're beating my price up. I learned my lesson the hard way, and I told myself that since then, I'm not gonna have to wait for customers. If you're not coming out to get it, then try again later. Bye for now, and I hope you learned a lot from this. See you in the next edition.